don't even know what to say about this beautiful, illustrious,
What
gorgeous,
you mean you don't know
walking
what to
piece
say?
of woman that I've known. I don't want to say known because that's not fair, but I am acquaintance of this beautiful lady before she announces herself to the rest of the world, man. She has done so many things on reality TV show, which is like the new soap operas for years now. She's like, can I call you like a legendary like reality star actress? Is that can I address you in that way?
You better.
Miss Karlie Rand?
That's the only way to address me.
I'm just saying because now, oh my God, can you do me a favor and like do I have any sunscreen for this giant rock on her hand?
Oh, the rock. Oh.
The rock. Look at the size of that ring. That box is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
That love box is amazing.
I'm going to go live real quick.
You going to go live real quick?
Yeah.
I mean.
Babe, I'm going to go live.
Babe, she going to go live, she said. That rock is amazing. Did you just get it cleaned?
No.
That's just how it comes?
It's just. Man,
it's just shining.
It's just
Were you
shining,
shocked
shining?
Okay. Were you shocked when he gave you that? Was that like, yo?
Or
did you know it was coming?
No, I was shocked when he gave it to me. Okay, we are now live. So say hi.
Hi, world. You were shocked when he gave. You mean the timing?
Yeah, we talked about. I mean, don't you talk about getting engaged to your fiance?
I don't date. I haven't dated in a long time, but I'm
What do you
here
mean you
for it.
haven't dated in a long
I don't
time?
date. I'm good.
So you just have sex?
No, I don't do nothing.
Oh,
I drink sea moss and go to my martial arts class, and I go host my parties, and I stay out the way. But I enjoy watching your guys' buffoonery.
Wait, did this man just say he don't date? Do you believe him?
I know so.
He knows so. I don't date.
So how long has it been since you've had sex?
I am dry dick Johnny.
How long has it been?
It's been a long time. I couldn't even tell you. I don't date.
How long has it been?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's been a while.
Like, what's a while to you? A day? 2 weeks?
No, it's been a couple years.
A couple years?
Yeah.
Oh, I went for a year.
You went for 1 year just like no sex? Wait.
But I had to do no liquor in order to do no sex.
Oh, good. If that tequila kicks in, the legs kick open. It's a wrap.
I had to do 1 year. No, but I feel like once I did that 1 year, no sex, no
rose, no nothing.
No nothing. I found my husband.
Really? See how it works? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like once I did that, I found my husband.
Yeah, so. It works that way sometimes.
Everybody saying you lying. They saying you lying on live. They're
I'm
like,
not
he's
lying. Why do people see? He knows
is
me.
Is he lying?
He knows. He knows. He knows. Yeah, I don't date. I'm fine with that. I take myself out on dates. I go to like high-end restaurants by myself. I don't date. I don't know why is that a big deal.
That's so funny because I do
about
the
my
same
ET.
thing.
You don't date ET. I'm like, it's you know that. Let's blame it on that. It's because of what I do for a living.
No, that's even worse.
Yeah, because I'm in the entertainment industry and no one wants to date me.
And that's even worse.
Yeah,
because everyone in this generation in the entertainment industry. It doesn't even matter the
generation. It's just the era that we're in.
The era that we're in.
Yeah.
This era that we're in.
It doesn't matter
definitely. No more. Oh wow, I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. See, and I ain't bothering nobody by not being part of the dating pool. No one's like crying.
Congratulations.
See?
What about you?
Oh my God, no, this is dumb. Yeah, he's fully integrated into the system. But
me,
you know what? Hey,
of course,
can I see this,
you see the rock? Y'all want to see it?
It's ridiculous, by the way. Does it hurt your finger?
It's heavy, very heavy.
Do you take it off during times of pleasure? That was a great way to put that. During times of pleasure.
During times of pleasure, do I take off my rock?
Yeah. You know what I mean by that? When you're working for your husband during times of pleasure.
I don't want it to scratch him.
Yeah, you gotta take that. You gotta take that.
You gotta
off.
take this ring off.
Yeah,
you gotta take
like
this rock off. I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want it to scratch him. So yeah, I'm definitely taking the rock off.
Definitely. So okay.
Yeah, I mean, like when we go home at night before we get into bed, I put it on the side of the bed.
Take it off with a crane.
Take it off with a crane.
It's ridiculous. I'm so glad that's happened for you, though.
Thank you.
The music part, though. I don't remember the exact year you first got into reality shows, But I do remember that it was it was many years ago, and you've been a staple in that world for a long time. I feel like reality shows came over and they took over soap operas. Is that what do you think about that?
Well, soap operas are scripted. Reality is not.
But that's what I mean. I know there's differences, but I feel like they've taken over from that.
Got it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. In that era, because now, I can see that.
Like, I don't hear no one talking about the latest soap opera. It's always the reality show, or I saw the clip of this online, or I went to YouTube. Or,
yeah. If you look at it from that perspective, absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally get it. Yeah. Because, I mean, that era, everybody was in the soap operas.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You could not. Yes. Oh, if you look at it that way.
Yeah.
Good
Now,
point.
reality shows are the new soap operas in that sense. And then you guys have these scenarios, and then it's just you're talking about the scenarios live on camera, and then it kind of goes from there and stuff like that. Do you enjoy it still?
I love it. I love it. I love the...
Do you love the benefits, or you love doing it?
I love...
There's a difference, because you can get the benefits and be like, yo, I like the benefits, but then doing the work, you're like, oh my God, here we go.
No, I mean, I love sharing my world with the world.
Okay.
Because I get, in the beginning, I was just like, oh my gosh, it was a lot. But now that I'm so used to it, I love sharing my world with the world, because I have realized that, man, a lot of people are going through the same things that I'm going through, but, all over the world, not just in Atlanta or just in, all over, not just regional, but globally. People are going through the same thing that we're going through, but we are dealing with it. And, they feel like they have someone to relate to.
Right. Does it feel good to have, in the beginning, I think you were also doing music as well.
Yeah.
And then here you go with this record with Johnny Blaze, and it goes, it's like number 4 it was added or something?
Yeah.
That's
it was
pretty
number
insane.
1 on iTunes.
Right.
Number 1. I mean, really, honestly, all my records that I've been doing with Johnny. But no, all my records with
Shout out to Johnny Blaze, by the way. I love her.
Yeah.
Love you, Johnny, if you watching
No,
this.
not that Johnny. It's a guy named Johnny Blaze, and Static. They are Caribbean producers. And
okay.
Yeah, and once I started working with them, not Johnny Blaze, the singer, but I love her.
Yeah, I love her, brother.
I love
but go
her.
ahead.
She could sing her ass off. But no, Johnny Blaze and Static, they're producers. As long as I got with them, then, I feel like I've been doing music as, for a very long time. And I've been doing Caribbean music since I was a kid.
Right.
But I was trying to find my niche, if that makes sense.
I know,
and
it tons of sense.
Once I found my niche, it
Finding
was like...
your sound.
Yeah.
But I get you.
Once
go
I
ahead.
found my sound, it was like... now I know who I am.
Right.
I felt like I had to go back home to my culture, and
Right.
And it feels good.
You know what's so crazy? Do you think? I want you to be honest with me, because I have sisters, right? And this is a serious question to me. It took some time for it to happen for you.
It did.
How many times do you think you said "F this" and cried to yourself because it just wasn't happening when you wanted it to?
I still say F this. I still say it over and over again, but I still get up.
Okay, then what makes you overcome that?
To be honest with you, I cannot let people deter my dreams. This is my dream, not your dream, not your dream. This is my dream. And I want to show people that no matter what your dreams are, don't let anything come between it. Because it may be situations where, okay, it was a baby, so you didn't finish school. It was, it could be anything.
Whatever choice of obstacle that has happened for you.
Yeah. And a lot of obstacles have happened to me, and a lot of obstacles have come in my way, even haters.
Yeah.
But I did not let none of that stop my dreams, because I want to go to bed,
Right.
my funeral, my day, and say, you know what? I lived out all my dreams. I did it.
Do you think...
Whether it's me owning my restaurants, that was a dream of mine as well.
That's a big move right there. But how about this, though? You said you took a year of celibacy to yourself, and then when your husband came along. Do you remember the prayers during that year? Because I think when people think about fasting, they think of always food.
Yeah.
Or some type of eating, some type of cleanse. But they don't think about fasting the way of things of life.
Yeah.
Do you remember the prayers during that?
Yeah.
I would like to call it a fast versus a celibacy. Do you remember those prayers?
Absolutely. Celibacy, fasting, manifesting, all of that stuff. Writing down 3 things per day and beating myself over the head and saying, unless I get those 3 things done, I'm not going to sleep.
Right.
I'm talking about not just musically.
No,
I'm talking
anything.
about
It can be
in
anything.
everything,
It
in
can be
every
anything.
aspect. I'm talking about really being your own motivation. I'm talking about people who need to lose weight.
Yes.
Get your butt up and do it. Stop asking for handouts.
You know what's so crazy? I said this to somebody, and tell me what you think of this. I said, you know what I've noticed in life is that there's literally 3 to 4 things that can make any topic happen for you, right? The 4 answers to complete anything is this: prayer, God, discipline, and action. That's it. Those are the answers to anything. You want to be better, a better athlete, that's what you need. You want to be a better business person, that's what you need. You want to be a better lover, that's what you need. You want to be a better, that's all you need, right? But when you're looking for the excuses of why you can't, there's 1,000,001 answers. Well, the bus didn't come on time, or I'm just tired, I'm just not feeling it. Too many people are working against me. I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. My mom said I couldn't. There's 1,000,001 answers of why you can't, but there's only 4 of what you need to complete of what you need to do. Isn't that crazy? I mean, that's what I think. I don't know what you think of that.
No, I truly believe that. And write down your manifestations and your affirmations, and write down what you need to do to get these things done, and do it. Stop sitting on your butt. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just, I had to sleep in the studio, sleep in the restaurant, sleep in the, I'm telling you, when no one else was there, it was just me alone, doing what I had to do to make things happen. I don't care how long it took me.
Right.
I don't care how long it took me.
And
I can at least say I did it.
Yeah, exactly. And know what's so crazy about that is because timing is timing, right? You can't force it a lot of the times, even when you feel like you need it now.
It's God's timing, not mine.
Right. Isn't it crazy though? I always tell people like it just seems to me whenever God wants to get a hold of you, He removes everything that you either love, need, or that you think you need, love, and desire, and then He'll look at you and go, "You ready to talk to me now?" To where you have to talk.
Okay. I mean, and then I felt like once I removed those people and certain things out of my life, it was like a monkey just came off my back.
Yeah.
It was just like something just lifted. It was weird.
Yeah.
And then I looked back at my notes and was like, oh my God. It said, one day I just looked back at my notes. I was just sitting there and I had a bunch of notes, and it was like number 1 on iTunes, reggae charts, number 1 on Amazon, number 1 on this, and I had all that stuff. I was like, I accomplished everything.
Right.
Oh my God.
And think about all the times someone said you can't do it because you're too young, or you're too old, or you're not tall, or whatever the obstacles that
I get it every day.
People want to place onto you. There's an audience out there, and this is again, we just had this conversation. You wasn't in here, but we talk about. Me and DJ Envy briefly talked about this when I used to be at the other station. And it was just like, we don't believe in demographics no more, because now we're in a time of an era, right? The same information and influence is
I
going
want everybody
around
to see you.
The same information and influence now has gone around to all ages. For you know what I'm saying? So it's no longer targeting an audience. It's can you sell the audience? No one really cares about the age unless whatever you're trying doesn't work. Then they say, oh, you're too young, or oh, you're too old. But if it works, no one cares. The concept of me trying to sell Little Duval and Snoop Dogg to a record label as an A&R, if no one heard of them, and say, I'm going to put out this #1 record that all ages are going to know it, and it's going to become this saying, give me $1 million to promote these guys. One's a grandfather, one's in his 40s. Like, they would have been like, hell nah. But it came out. I'm living my best life.
And that song did
because they were able to sell it. It sold. So no one cared about their age differences and They just liked what it was. So we're in a time of like no demographics of can you sell it? Do you think that that's kind of helped out your plight in life?
Yeah, I feel like that, plus the fact that I didn't give up, plus because everybody's like, damn, she's been doing it for a very long time.
Right.
She's been trying. And like I said, I found my sound and I'm good at it. And, there is something for everyone.
Yes.
Just like you said.
Yeah, your audience will find you if you put it out enough and you make enough noise. How does your family feel about all the success you're having and the giant rock on your wrist that's giving you carpal tunnel? You know what I mean? So
Carpal tunnel. He said the giant rock is giving me carpal tunnel.
Look, she had to put it on her live. She's like, you see this big ass rock, nigga?
No, I'm hoping that they're proud of me. I take care of my mom and my dad. They're both sickly.
Okay.
So I take care of both of them.
Yeah.
I take care of my parents, and because that's how I was raised, to honor that mother and that father.
Yes.
So I take care of my parents, but my other family members, yeah, they're happy for me.
They're happy for you?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Has anyone come back around to say, I played you back then and my apologies. I shouldn't have did that. Has anyone come back around to just, I guess in a sense, like right their wrongs?
Every day.
Really?
I get that every day. Every day. It depends on it could be anything.
Is it anyone we know, or is it just like like anyone on the show is like, I remember that thing I did to you like 5 years ago, girl, my bad.
I mean, yeah. On the show, we all have our ups and downs.
Yeah.
We're all mad at each other.
Yeah, right.
And then all of a sudden we're back to friends.
Yeah.
It just happens like that. And that's life.
Right.
That's life.
The dating world is definitely diabolical these days. In Atlanta, I mean, just forget it. How did you come across your guy?
It is. We started, me and Tilo.
What's up, Lo?
Me and Tilo. We started doing business at first because, he owns that television network, Not as TV.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing business, and then...
So he got in through that door.
No, he got in through that door.
He got in through that door, huh? He's like, I want to do business with your ass. With you.
No. But when we look
he saw
back,
the spread on that bread.
when I
That's what he
look
did.
back in my DMs, one day we decided to look back in my DMs. He's like, I've been chasing you for a minute.
Yeah.
But he told me the other day, he said, you know what? I've been watching you for a long time. And I said, so you manifested me or I manifested you?
Right. Or the energy was supposed to meet, and this is how it had to happen. That's the thing. It's not so much who did it first. It's that you guys were supposed to meet.
Got you.
Right.
Because I was like, look at my notes. I showed him, I'm like, look at my notes. Everything in my notes says you.
Right.
That's crazy. Because I was like, please bless me with somebody who da-da-da.
And he was in the DM, he was ignoring him. Just treating him like a lizard, son.
And then it was a business opportunity to come along.
See?
And then the second.
He came with the right move. You want to check?
No, it wasn't like that. No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It wasn't a check. It wasn't a check.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a check. It was just more like, hey, let's put our brains together and create something great for the community.
Right.
And it was really about the community more than a check.
And then you guys grew to like each other?
Our first gig that we did together was for the community. We gave away tons of bikes and tons of oh my God, yeah, all sorts of gifts, and we did a big thing for the community. Right. So it was more about that.
Yeah. Right.
And then
did that make you more attracted to him? Was it like, oh, this guy's a businessman, and and
it did.
It did. The business aspect of it.
It did, but showing that he cares about the community, and he cares about giving back, and he cares about just really not just being selfish, because you could own a lot of things, you could do a lot of things and not care about giving back or being a part of the community. And that made me be like, oh.
Do you forever see yourself staying in Georgia or maybe living in a different country? What do you think?
Well, we kind of I still have my places in, Trinidad. I'm buying places. I'm buying something in Ghana right now.
Awesome. I know a lot of people going Ghana. And believe it or not, here's another spot.
I ain't got mine. I'm doing my dual citizenship right now.
My mother just did hers in Nigeria.
Yeah.
My mother just did her dual citizenship for Nigeria, and I told my mom I was looking at Morocco, because they have a great economy in Morocco.
Do it.
They have a great economy out there.
Yeah.
So I was looking at that too. But my
literally
mom,
doing my dual citizenship right now. Yep, as we speak for Ghana. So yeah, it's a part of the culture. It's a part of life.
The culture.
I'm so happy that we are embracing.
Yeah.
The culture.
I'm love. You know why? We had a business meeting and some of the old heads didn't understand the word culture. But I'm gonna leave it.
What? How do you feel about that?
Because we had a business meeting about certain slogans in business, and just so you know, I don't do interviews. I do conversations, so we're just yapping.
Yeah.
But I know. So he. He just, I don't know. He just didn't understand saying hip hop culture versus hip hop rap and R&B and music, and I was like, just say culture, because hip hop is a culture.
It
It's
is
not
a culture.
It's not just rap. It's not just R&B. It's hip hop is. If hip hop was a country, it would literally. The only thing it's missing is its
Ooh.
own cuisine.
Ooh, what was a country?
Hip hop is a country. The only thing it's
If
missing.
hip hop was a country,
It's its own cuisine. Think
Wow.
about that. We have our own art form. We have our own dance. We have our own music. We have our own instruments. The only thing that we're missing is a cuisine. And then we know what we should start with. What is it? A steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape.
what if hip hop had its own cuisine? What would it be?
It needs to start
Guys,
with
if
that.
hip hop had its own cuisine,
Because then it would
what
be
would
completely
it be?
its own culture. But you know what? We're done. Hold on. I gotta go live. We can still talk all day. I appreciate you, Karlie Red. Is there anything else you want
Thank
to say to the people?
Play my song "Lonely" featuring Conscious. It's off the chain. It's so big up to Conscience.
And salute to whoever your chesticle surgeon is. They are busting out of the top, man. And her ass is a complete ass-phalange. Look at the spread on that
I'm not
bread.
even gonna respond to that.
Look at the spread on that bread. Thank you for wearing that dress. You are amazing.